going on? What's going on?
What
Got my
happened?
got my guy, got my college basketball analyst. We're gonna cover the rest of the tournament, man. Jamal Marbury, Coach Marbury been on a couple episodes, and now we're about to get into it though, man. It's a bracketology podcast. You're gonna get into it. Like I said, he got his Blue Devils hat on. So,
You know who you rocking with, man? What's up?
yeah. Yeah, we kind of got a prediction of who he's going with, as far as winning
Y'all
it
know,
all.
y'all know who I'm picking.
But like I said, man, it's gonna be interesting though, man. Like I said, the first four was some great games last night, back-to-back games. Howard UMBC, that was a hell of a game. And
Yep.
hey, Howard looked good. I ain't gonna lie,
They
they was
solid.
looking good.
They solid
Like,
for sure. They run good stuff. They got a
yeah,
new, I forget his name, no one player of the year. I think he had 19 and 15, 5-year player there. They solid.
mm-hmm.
Um, I don't like their chances, unfortunately. Um, Next
But
round
Michigan, yeah,
against Michigan, but they
yup,
solid. They solid for sure. Shout
yeah.
out to the Bison, man. Shout out Howard.
The head coach was on them Dookie teams in the
Yeah,
'90s too.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I didn't know that though. That's what's up though. So shout out to Coach Kenneth Blankley. They got the
Yep.
Howard's first win. And man, what was your thoughts on that Texas and who was it? NC State game last night?
Yeah, man. It's I have trouble because I think Sean Miller is a great coach, man. But I've just seen them collapse. His teams collapse so much over the years in late game situations. They was up 9 with like a minute and a half, man. They inbounded in the corner and turned it over, like just silly stuff that loses you ball games. So, um,
Yes.
that was a solid win for them. I just have a hard time, picking them to win, in the next round once they get matched up with whoever's the six in their region. I'm blanking on who it is, but I got a
BYU.
hard time. Yeah, I got a hard time, picking them over BYU. It seems like his teams, they don't play as well as I think they should or they could, especially given the talent level and the money that I know he has at Texas. But Ohio boy on there, man, Dalen Swain, I think he's gonna be able to play his way and get drafted in the first round this year, though. So shout out to him, man. Shout out to Ohio.
And shout out to Dalen Swain, man. Afrocentric's finest.
That's right.
But speaking of Texas though, man, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I was looking at their roster earlier. They got a couple guys that's averaging they got like 4 guys averaging over 10 points though. Cause like Tremont Mack, who the guy who
Mm-hmm.
with the game winner last night, he averaged about 13. Jordan Pope, he didn't really play that well last night, or he really didn't do much. The little guard Jordan Pope, he
Yeah,
was
number
there.
zero. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, them two guys played on Texas last year too, and so they got they got NCAA tournament experience as far as being in the first four. And the Mac went to Houston, so like he got he played over 130 games so far in his career. That's a lot of games, but they got some veterans. And you got the big man from Lithuania.
Yep.
He averaged about 15. He fouled out, but that's when the game changed.
It
When
did.
Holman got that and one, I was like, damn, it's about to be different now. It's like,
It did.
but yeah, man. But man, I ain't gonna lie to you. We're gonna get into that Texas BYU pick though, because I'm a total opposite on that. We're gonna get into that later though. But yeah, we're gonna see though. But man, hey man, hold on. Who you got tonight? SMU or Miami, Ohio, man?
I'm rolling with the Mac, baby. As a
All right.
fellow Mac graduate, I'm rolling with the Mac. I'm rooting hard for Miami of Ohio tonight. It's really hard to win 31 games in a row. And they lost a tough one to a team that's quite frankly just not that good. But when you're perfect all year, you're getting everybody's best shot, and I think that's a
Yeah,
part of it. I think they got the loss out the way. I think they're gonna be loose tonight. They one of the best shooting teams in the country. They only an hour away from the crib. It's gonna be a real heavy Miami crowd tonight. I think I'm rolling with the Red Hawks, man. I'm rolling with the Red Hawks. Travis still get it done for me, my dog.
I gotta update. BJ Edwards been hurt. He been out last month for SMU. So man, I'm gonna go with the I'm gonna go SMU. I'm gonna go with SMU in this one, man. I think it's gonna be a close one.
It
I think
is.
SMU got Boopy Miller and Jerron Pierre. I know SMU hasn't been playing their best ball, but they still got the best players on the court as far as talent wise and athleticism. So I feel like them guys gonna turn up because they technically was the last team in the field
It was.
Yeah, I like SMU. They're gonna play for their life. They got a coach there. They got a NCAA tournament experience with Florida Gulf Coast and USC. So I like Andy Enfield in this over Travis Steele though. So good season for the Red Hawk. I seen them just live in person, and they small, bro. Like they are
Yeah, they are.
small, man.
They are.
Like I can see why Toledo, like your man's Austin Park, he probably had a fields day going against them Miami Red Hawk bigs. So like they ain't even got bigs for real. They just got like
No, but they scrappy and they can
they
shoot the hell
scrappy.
out the basketball. They take care of it. They good, man. Again, you don't get the. I don't care what your strength of record is. I don't care if it's
Yeah,
362 out of 365. There's a reason that only 8 teams ever have went undefeated in the regular
right,
season. So
right.
I think they're gonna figure out a way to get it done. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but they're gonna get it done and get into the 64 and be playing
We're
on Friday.
gonna see, man. It's gonna be interesting though, man. But let's get into some bracket, man. We're gonna start in the East region. You know, the number one overall seed. This I heard this a lot of people been having a lot of they saying this is the hardest region to come out of. That's what they've been saying. You got the likes of what we about to say?
No, I was gonna say, man, on paper it's the hardest region.
Yeah,
But we'll go through just the top 5 seeds, right? Obviously, Duke's number 1 overall. Caleb and Big Pat are probably going to be out for the foreseeable future. Pat's going to be a little bit closer to coming back sooner rather than Caleb, who got the fracture in his foot. UConn, right? It's just really hard to bet against Dan Hurley, and they've been, for their standards, a little up and down this year. Obviously, they're a 2 seed, so I wouldn't say they had a down year. But if you ask Hurley, he would say this. They had some uncharacteristic losses and stuff that they don't normally do. The team that scares me the least in the top 5, I know this is going to sound crazy, but it's actually St. John's, and it's strictly because it's March, and it only takes one team to get really hot, and their offense is just not. It's flat out not that good, man. There was a game this year. They went 18 game minutes, Scott, an entire half almost without a field goal. And that's just flat out not going to get it done in March. So I think they're going to struggle. If they get to the Sweet 16, I got them losing to Kansas. We can talk about Peterson and if he's going to play and all that stuff, but St. John's, man, they got too much trouble scoring the basketball. I can't see them going far, and they just don't scare me that much for them to be in that region. But that's my take on it. Obviously, I'm rolling with Duke to come out the East, but it's some good teams, man. And shout out to Dom Daniels at Cal Baptist, 5th in the nation in scoring, lefty guard. He's gonna give Kansas some problems. Is it gonna be enough? I don't know, but he's gonna give them some major problems in that game, man. He's like that.
for sure, man. Well, like I said, speaking of Duke, man, let's get into game one, man. Duke versus Siena, man. So what should this is a good game for y'all to see where y'all gonna be as far as coming out throwing that first punch. Siena, they hey, I'm gonna tell you about this, man. Siena, they not a real number 16 seed, bro. They legit, bro. I ain't gonna lie. They got some talent, man. They got the guard, Joseph Schultz, 5'11", but he can go. They got Gavin Dottie, sophomore, he can go. So like I said, don't kind of like it ain't gonna be like a 30-point. They gonna go at y'all. So like, how you think y'all gonna perform this?
I think one thing that I was watching about Duke is just how well their defense is. But more importantly, like the thing that I like about Shire's teams that I think some of K's later teams, right? I think of the Mercer game. I think of the Lehigh game, right, where Duke was a 2 seed. And I think a 3 seed respectively when they lost those games was I think that they just thought because they had Duke across their jersey that, they was just going to come in and get it done. Shire's teams, when they're more talented, which is 95% of the time probably, they come out and they hit you in the mouth. And they don't care about the talent level. They play the exact same intensity, and they get after it every game. So while I believe you that Siena is good, and I haven't seen them all year, I think that they're going to hold them under 30 points in the first half. And I just think they're just going to smother Siena, and it's just going to be tough for them to really get anything going, regardless of how well Duke plays offensively or not. And like you know how it is, the best player on the floor is always number 12 for Duke. So with that being said, I think they end up winning by 15 to 20 points. I think they just going to smother them defensively, whether shots are falling or not. And Siena is just going to have a tough time scoring enough points to stay in the game.
Hey, this is a Dame Sar game. You know, me and you've been talking about Dame Sar past couple weeks after the last pod. This is Dame Sar gonna get back in that I ain't gonna say lottery range, but he gonna be
Late
top
first.
late first, man. Yeah, mid to late first for sure, man. I'm a big fan of him because, like I said, I seen him last year in the Nike Hoop Summit, and I was just impressed. I was like, whoa, like damn, he gonna get he going to college because you know he
And
played in the Euro League.
yeah, he just got so much better, especially on the offensive side of the ball, because his defense is already elite. He can guard 1 through 4
Yeah,
right now in the league, I think. Once he had a little bit of muscle to him, but he's a menace on the ball. He got super long arms, and he's been shooting the ball really well, which that's going to go a long way for him to be an elite wing, 3 and D type guy. And as his scoring develops, he could be like a Alexander Walker type guy, right? Like super long wing that's going to be able to score it a little bit when you need to and make a long, good living in the league, man. So you're right that team, as long as Pat and Caleb are out, obviously, Cam is Cam, but Duke is going to go as far as Nick Kamenia takes them and as far as Dame Sar takes them. Those are the two
right.
X factors, man, because Nick is the glue guy. He does everything. He rebounds well, knocks down some shots when you need him to on the catch and shoot. But if those two are playing their tails off, which they have been, it's still going to be really hard to beat Duke, even now they're down to 7 rotation guys instead of their normal 9. So, again, I just seeing it's not going to be able to score 60 points. And I think, even Duke's bad game, I think is 65 points or so. So I don't think Siena can get to 60 points, and I think that's going to be their downfall. It's not being able to put the ball in the basket tomorrow.
So we got BTA from Duke to Siena as projected. Okay. Now this next game, the bubble war. They both got in. OSU, John Deaver. He in it first. Hey, 12 o'clock tomorrow. It go down, man. Ohio State versus TCU, man. Who you got in this one, man?
Man, I'm gonna be mad because I'm gonna be at work. I'm gonna be in the field for work, and I'm not even gonna be able to see it, man. But what I've just come to realize in this game, whoever I pick is gonna be wrong because I've been going back and forth. I'm trying to look at metrics. I just got to go with my gut because if you remember when we said Ohio State needed that big win, and I forget who they played at the end of the year, they got a big ranked win that basically was like, yeah, they're going to get in now. But
Purdue.
beating Purdue. They got Thornton, and I just think that it's his first tournament. He's one of the best Buckeyes ever from a statistics standpoint, and I think he's just going to figure out a way to get them one more game, right? That's the biggest thing is not having no Bruce Thornton in March Madness. I think he's going to put on because this is his first time here, and I think they're going to figure out a way just to get it done on the back of him.
Man, speaking of Bruce Thornton, man, see, like the Ohio State, they got guards. They got guards. So, like, if you get a guards that can score and Mobley and these guards in a single game eliminate. Now, like I said, we be on Diebler hard
Yep.
though, but like that boy got talent at the guard position though.
Hey,
That's
guards
really
win
his
in
table though.
March, man. I
Yep. So
think they just going. I think they're gonna figure out a way. I think they're gonna
yeah.
get it done, and they going on to round 2.
Now I wish Ohio State would have got like 11 seed because they would have had to play Duke the second game. It's like damn. So it's like I got Ohio State in this game too though. But like man, I wish they had got an 11 seed though, man. I wish they had
Shit,
got
don't
that.
even give them the 10. Shit, anywhere but 8, 9.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. You 8-9, that's like kind of like a death trap. Like
It is. It is, unfortunately. And there's no, I guess, I mean, in my opinion, like, I guess the most vulnerable 1 seed is Duke because they're the most injured and the other 3 are healthier. But
right.
even with that 7, right, like, nobody wants to play Duke in the tournament.
Right.
Like,
Defense wins. Yep.
man, that's the most efficient defense in the country. They top 10 in almost every statistical category on that side of the ball. So it's going to be tough, but hey, give me the Bucks, baby. OH.
Maybe we some homers on this though. So if people in
Maybe,
Texas
but
watching, it's all right.
yeah, nah. I'm rolling with the Bucks, D-Block. I believe in you. Bruce Thornton gonna take them to the promised land.
And Bruce Thornton and they got Brandon Noel, Wright State transfer
Yep.
back too. So like he's gonna be coming hungry. They got some more size though, because like people don't know really how good Brandon Noel is. The sacrifice he had to make though, and he got hurt. So like hey, this might be the Brandon Noel game too. You never know, man, because he can scoop too.
Be. Yeah, he's solid. I liked him. Won a summer league chip in the Kingdom in Columbus, but committed to my craft. Shout out my dog Xander. Saw some clips of him there, and he's solid for sure, and he can
Mm-hmm.
play. And then watching him a lot at Wright State, watching Coach Simmons and what they building over there, he's solid. He can really, really play. So
Yeah.
we gonna see. They're gonna need him though to get over the hump at TCU for sure. But I
Most,
still got the
most,
Buckeyes, baby.
most definitely, man. All right. St. John's versus Northern Iowa. I
I
don't really
think
know too much about Northern Iowa, but
me
we'll
me
see.
neither, and I think St. John's just gonna again. It's just they just gonna smother them defensively. The Godfather gonna make sure that them guys is ready to go. I don't, without knowing too much about Northern Iowa, I can't say. I just know St. John's get after it defensively. I know they tough, and I think that's what's going to be overwhelming in this game. So I'm going with the Johnnies.
Gotcha. All right, on to the next one.
I,
Kansas versus Cal Baptist,
I,
man.
I really want to pick Cal Baptist in this game. I truly do. Like I said, Dominic Daniels, man, fifth in the country in scoring. Lefty guard, man, he can score it in all types of ways. Like he can play. Um, I just I have a hard time picking against Bill Self. I think the last 10 games or so of the year, they showed some flashes of who we all thought they were, and start winning some games and winning some close ones and beating teams that were probably a little bit better than them. But I think Cal Baptist is going to keep this game very interesting because, when you got a prolific scorer like that, you always got a chance. But I think Kansas is going to win by 10-12. I think it'll be a close game. And I think after the under 8 or under 4, Kansas is just going to flex their muscle and pull away. But Dominic Daniels, the world is watching, my boy.
For sure, man. They Cal Baptist got a good team though, man. A lot of people probably are not familiar with the school. It's their first time ever making the tournament, but they got some talent. Got Size, Martell Williams. Some of these guys will try to recruit throughout the season though. So like I'm kind of familiar with their roster though. They got an older roster too though. So not as big as Kansas obviously, but guard play, they're gonna match up good with Kansas guards. A lot of Kansas guards is from mid-major other than Derek Peterson. That's what people kind of fail to realize though nowadays. So but give me Kansas in that though. But this next game, upset alert. Give me USA.
I
My
got
boy.
USF too. And for the record, I had USF when the bracket first came out before the Brown injury was announced. I think Louisville was not as good as I thought they were,
Facts.
especially after watching both of the Duke Louisville games and then just watching them throughout the year. I just don't think they were as good as that their ranking put them. And as a guy that obviously watches the ACC, I would have liked them to be better than what they are, but I don't think they're a 6 seed. I don't think I think they were a little bit overrated. And I also like USF in this game. And again, I had that before the Brown injury, and now obviously with Brown out, I definitely got USF.
Yeah. So like I said, a lot of people are high on this new coach Brian Hawkinson. He turned down the Syracuse job. He either might stay or go to Providence. But he's and he's in his hometown coaching too. So like I said, I think he's gonna be even more motivated because like I said, he was a Nate Oates disciple. So man, let's see if he gets his first tournament win with the what's the mascot? South Florida
Wolves.
yeah, Bulls. Yeah, I know it's like
Bulls.
a weird mascot. Bulls
Yeah.
though. All right. Michigan State versus North Dakota State.
It's March, man. I'm not picking against Izzo until at least this week 16, and I'm not even about to talk about this game that much because I haven't seen North Dakota State. But
Facts.
I'm rolling with Izzo. I actually have them in the Elite Eight, not to get too far ahead of it, but I got the Spartans, and I think they're gonna make good work in North Dakota State.
For sure. All right, we ain't even gotta. Hey, you said what you said, right? This is North Dakota State, man. Fear's gonna hope you don't kick your feet to yourself, young man. Gosh,
Yeah, he got to stop
people
wilding for they
who
really
worse?
be treating him like Draymond.
Who worse? Him or Grayson Allen, man? With this man,
Oh, oof.
Grayson
Yeah,
Allen is
because
here.
Grayson was definitely doing some BS too, and he used to pee me off. But I think I don't know, man. Fear's just been getting away with a lot.
Yeah, hey, I
Because
don't even like.
Grayson, they start taxing him at the end. Fears ain't even got that rep yet, at least from the ref. So I
Right.
don't know. We gonna see. But
Social,
Michigan State's winning this game.
yeah, social media rush. They gonna be on them though, man. They see everything.
Sure is.
This next game though, UCLA versus UCF. This is a good
Yeah,
game.
this was a toss up for me.
Yeah.
And I don't actually know who's going to win. I picked UCLA, and I strictly picked them on the fact that I really want to see Mick Cronin coach against Hurley in the next round
Oh Lord.
because them two dudes are both going to blow a gasket at some point in time during the tournament. So what better way than to watch those two have to coach against each other? Because, hey, God help whatever crew gets assigned to that game if they both win in the first round because it's going to be intense. You're going to be getting an earful all game. So I picked them strictly for that fact. I think this game is a coin flip. I really do. But it's just been a lot this season with Cronin and how he's been addressing the media about his team and his players and stuff. So again, I think it's a coin flip, but I really want UCLA because I need to see Mick Cronin versus Hurley in a tournament game. I think that is going to be hilarious to watch, and I would not be surprised if even both of them got a technical foul in that game. So I need that. So UCLA get it done for me.
What will Corona say? You harassing me? You know who I am? Like, man, hey, Cronin, calm down, man. That boy lost his mind, man. The Hurley bumping in the refs, like, come on, man. What are y'all doing, man? Come on,
They
man.
crazy, man. I need those two on the same court in a win or go home game. I need that. So I need UCLA to get it done strictly for that.
Well, hey, hopefully Johnny Dawkins don't spoil him because UCLA, one of their best players is hurt though. Tyler, Bilal, I don't even know. I'm gonna say Tyler B. That's his name, Tyler B. Big man, stretch forward. Donovan Dent been hooping though.
Yep.
Donovan Dent, Skylar Clark. They got some talent though. So yeah, give me UCLA in that though. But Demus Fluke and John Ball, they got some. Johnny Dawkins got some talent though. I see them play more
Dude.
versus a healthy Texas Tech team earlier this year, though, well, a couple months ago. Where's JT Toppin, and that's what really got them in the tournament, that particular win, though. But yeah, UCF gonna be. We're gonna see what UCF team come out. I think it's gonna be closer than a lot of people think, though. Like you
It
said, it's a
is going
toss
to be
up.
close. Like I said, I think it's a coin flip. I truly don't know. I'm picking UCLA strictly on the strength of wanting to see Cronin versus Hurley in the next round.
Yeah. Next game, we already know who's gonna win this game. UConn versus Foreman. But Foreman, we're gonna
It's
see, man. They
it's
may.
solid, and they getting the Ohio boy next year. I
Yep,
think.
Cam Edwards. Yep, yeah, yep.
Man, his shooting splits are insane. If anybody hasn't seen him, hopefully he wins Mr. Basketball. But he's shooting 60 from three, 70 from the field, and 90 from the line. It's insane what he's doing. But he's like that. I'll be watching Furman a lot more next year because I want to see him in action to see how that translates to the next level for him. Because him and his two brothers, they efficient, they can shoot it, and hopefully they get it done in the Final Four. I just like seeing history, and they undefeated, so I'd love to see another undefeated state champ. So shout out Delta St. John's. Good luck to y'all boys this weekend in the Ocean State tournament.
For sure. Shout out to them, man. Shout out to legend, Ohio legend right there, man. And no matter what division you playing, buckets is buckets at the end of the
You
day.
hear me?
Yeah. So we already know who's gonna win that game. We both got UConn. So but shout out to
Easy.
Foreman. Good season. Shout out to Cam Edwards and his brothers. Good luck this weekend. Let's get to the West region, man. West side, man. West side connection, man. We're gonna see, man.
Yeah,
Got
man.
Arizona.
Yeah, Arizona's gonna make quick work of Long Island. They getting back healthy. They didn't have Cole back for a little bit now. They got all the main guys back. They look solid. The Big 12 is a gauntlet. It's really hard, and they still made their way through that tournament and made it to the end. So I got Arizona. I think they're just going to be too overwhelming for Long Island, unfortunately.
For sure, for sure. Villanova, Utah State, man. These type of games, you like, okay, because this could be an upsetter too, though.
Yeah, and a 9-8 is not even an upset to me because they could be
Right.
either seed. Like either one of them could be the 8 and the other one could be the 9 very easily. So, oh, my gut is telling me that Nova is going to win this game. So I'm gonna stick to what my gut says. But Utah State, man, I just caught them like a week or so ago, and they're good. Like I didn't realize how they was actually like solid like that. So it's that's gonna be a tough matchup. I think it's another coin flip, but I got to take Villanova. I got to stay with my gut tells me to.
Sure, for sure, man. I'm gonna go with Utah State, man. MJ Collins, Jared Calhoun. He's a Huggins guy. I like Utah State though. I've been high on them all year. I want to say they only lost like 3 or 4 games all year though, maybe 5. But Mountain West champions. So this might be the future University of Cincinnati coach as well.
Okay.
His name been ringing. Used to coach at Youngstown State. Got that program. Remember they was dead for
It
years.
was.
And see where they at now though. So like I said, so Coach Calhoun, I think Jared Calhoun, he's gonna get this upset though. Really not like I said, not an upset, but like it's Kevin Willard's first year. Got some good guards, but Big East is not good though. So
Unfortunately, not anymore.
yeah, so I like Utah State on this one though. All right. Purdue versus Queens, man. Did you see the Queens Central Arkansas game?
No, didn't catch that one.
Dude had Cameron Hunter for Central Arkansas had 49 points and in the championship game. And the guy from Queen, Caleb Ashbury, he had 34. So got some bucket getters
My
in this game.
goodness.
Yeah. But
But
Purdue they
ooh, that's a lot of buckets now that I'm thinking about it. I think Purdue is okay though. In my opinion, they got the second best point guard in the country. I think Acuff, if you're counting as a point guard, he's the best. But that clinic that Braden Smith put on against Michigan after he ripped his jersey was some of the best point guard college hoops I've seen in a long time. Uh, and shout out to Coach Painter for not getting in the way. They just went high ball screen and he scored or assisted 6 or 7 buckets in a row. They took the lead from 1 to 9 and it never got closer than that for the rest of the game. He's just elite. He's going to break the assist record all time. He's going to break Bobby Hurley's record in this game. He's 2 assists away, if I remember correctly, from tying it, 3 from breaking it. But, man, he can play that point guard position. I know a lot of people are asking the question, like, can he play in the league? He absolutely can. And I think he absolutely will get drafted. The dude is nice. He can play. You can't speed him up. You're not taking the ball from him. I think, with him running the show, it's going to be really tough. And I think that, the big 3 seniors for Purdue, number 2, I forget his name, the shooter, and the other guy, they've been there forever. They got plenty of experience. Yeah, they got plenty of experience. They older. Purdue's getting it done, even though it sounds like Queens got some real buckets on that team. Purdue's getting it done.
Hey, you hear about Auburn's assistant coach trying to buy a courtside ticket? Remember, I sent you that IG DM. Like I said, man, he was courtside trying to scout Queens players, man. So like, hey, it's real, man. It's real.
It is. It definitely is. But Purdue's getting it done, I think. I know they have a tendency where they've taken some real bad tournament losses, but I think Braden Smith is the guy, and I think he'll just control the game and make sure that they're not on upset alert.
Hey, man, what I love about Coach Painter is the way he recruit and culture, man. Carson Edwards, Etwan Moore, now Braden Smith. He on to that list, though, man.
They get guys, man. They stay around and they cement themselves in Purdue history. So, yeah, man, shout out to Coach Painter for what he's doing. But like I said, the thing that I liked and why I got more confidence, he didn't get in Braden's way. He didn't try and run a whole bunch of sets. He said, we're going to get this thing to 15. We're going to high ball screen. We're going to force Mara to switch. And Braden Smith had that man in hell for six straight game minutes, just straight pick and roll, forcing them to switch. And then he was just making the right read. And, I mean, rest wrote itself. We saw what happened.
That and one changed the game too. He got on Mara. He just threw it up.
And I don't even know how it went in. The ball, that ball was so ugly. I'm like, what? And then it went in. I said, yeah, they're winning. I said, it's
they rolling, man. They got their swag back, man. Like they got that swag. And on some real, that's good for Ohio State though. As far as on their resume though, like I said, like they beat the Big Ten champions. Like they got their swag.
They did, and I got Purdue going far. I think I got them in the Elite Eight if I remember correctly. So. It's I'm rocking with them as I watch them in the Big Ten tournament at the end of the year. Braden Smith just turned it up, and I think he's just like, we just not gonna go out like this, and so that's why I'm rocking with them this year.
All right, Wisconsin versus High Point, man. Shout out to my guy Terry Anderson.
High Point, Wisconsin is gonna go cold. They shoot too many threes. I cannot stand it. It looked great when they beat Michigan the first time. It looked great when they played Michigan really close. But how often are you going to hit 14 threes in a game? Right. I just think that the first tournament game, it's a lot of nerves. It's a lot of jitters. I think they're going to be cold. And I think High Point is just going to figure out a way to get it done and capitalize on that. I think they're going to shoot under 30% from 3. I hope I'm wrong because I do like watching Wisconsin play. But when you live and die by the 3, man, they just shoot so many. And I have a hard time thinking that that's sustainable to get through the tournament. So 12-5 is a really popular upset pick too. Give me High Point.
Give me High Point too, man. Like I said, High Point is athletic. They won 30 wins this past year. And style clashes and they physical too. And they got athletes too, just as good as Wisconsin. So give me High Point in that. That's a major pick on a lot of people's list. So all right, let's get into Arkansas versus Hawaii.
Arkansas, they got the best player on the floor, and they will for most of the games in the tournament. They got Acuff. They're just not losing this game to Hawaii. He'll just take over if he's got to. We've watched him do it multiple times this year. We watched him have a 50-burger just about. Arkansas is getting it done. And talk about a guy that knows not to get in the way, and that's Calipari. He knows to let his guards do what they do. And statistically, I didn't want to be the one to say it until you sent that post earlier, but he might be, in college, let me preface this, the best guard that Calipari's had, strictly from what they've done in college. Yes, I know he's had John Wall. I know he had Derrick Rose in Memphis. I know he's had Maxey and Book and SGA and all these guys. But what Acuff's doing right now is special, and we need to appreciate what he's doing.
But hey, they wasn't doing this though. They was kind of like struggling when they got there too though. Like he been lighting the bottle as soon as he got in there though.
He had to be.
All right. Arkansas SEC champions, man. I feel like they got underseeded though. This man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I could they should have been 2 seed.
Yeah, probably so, but I'm rocking with him. I got him in the title game. We can get to that later.
Yeah. I got him in one of my brackets too, man. Because like I said, they could have took the 2 seed over UConn. You feel me? Like they played better down the stretch than UConn. The SEC is better than the Big East anyway.
And on top of that, UConn got popped for the
By 20
game. So it's kind of like they could have gave him a 3 at least at the worst. But you know what? I still think it works out for them. I like them. I like them a lot. Like I said, I got them in the title game. So I'm rolling with Arkansas.
Cal got a swag back, man. Gonzaga, Kennesaw State. We already know who we're going to.
Yeah, this is not too much of a question. Yeah, Gonzaga's going to get this done, and I don't think it's going to be too much to talk about there. So, yeah, give me the Zags.
For sure. BYU versus Texas, man. We was talking about this game earlier, man. You got BYU?
I'm taking BYU. Man, like I said, man, I don't know what it is about Sean Miller teams, man, but they get in these big moments and they just fold somehow. And it's going to be tough. It's going to be real tough, especially, they got a lot of travel that they got to do. They got to go from Dayton, and I want to say this game is in Portland, and that's a big turnaround time. Jet lag is a real thing, right? They about to go switch time zones, 3-hour difference. They get 1 day of rest, and I'm sure they're going to practice tomorrow, and they got to be right back at it. So, or they might play tomorrow. They might have had to fly there Tuesday night, practice today, and then play tomorrow. I just like BYU in this game. I don't know what it is, man, with them Sean Miller teams. They just seem to always just lose in just the most ridiculous ways. Really, they should have went to overtime last night when their coach ran on the floor with time left, was almost at the free throw line, but I'm going to leave that alone.
Hey, he lost his damn mind, bro. He lost his damn mind. What the hell wrong with him, bro? The players didn't even do that. Like, what you doing, coach?
He was the only one out there, man, besides the 5 guys on the court. And I thought Archie Miller, Jesus. I thought Sean Miller was going to kill him. So, man.
Coach had to hold him back. Like, goddamn, like, he got to celebrate.
Had to hold him back. Then Sean was about to send him to the locker room. So, I got BYU, man. There's a lot of external factors, I think, right, with the travel. I think it's just going to make it tough.
Man, give me Texas, man. They was on their deathbed. BYU ain't got Richie Saunders. They ain't got no size. Give me Texas, man. Hey, this going to put Dalen Swain, his really busted job. A lot of you saw if he played good versus AJ. Hey, you stop AJ, you stop the game. But like I said, it's easier said than done, though, bro. We'll see, man. I like Texas, though.
I'm excited for that one. I think that's going to be a great first-round game.
High-scoring game right there for sure.
Oh, yeah.
All right, last game of the what region is this? The West region.
West.
Last game, Miami versus Missouri.
This is going to be a really good game. I'm taking Miami. I think Jay Lucas has done a phenomenal job in year 1 down there in Coral Gables. I like Miami in this matchup, but I do think Missouri is really, really good. I actually know some people that got them in the Elite Eight in their brackets. And I think they're a little bit better than what that 10 seed says, but the SEC was real solid this year. They lost a lot of games that they probably could have won. But I think Miami's going to get it done. I just like what Jay Lucas is doing, and I think he's going to figure out a way to get it done against these guys.
So, shout out to Coach Dennis Gates and Steve Wright at Missouri. But I'm gonna say this, man. Mark Mitchell played at Duke, right? You remember Mark Mitchell? Jay Lucas was at Duke with Mark Mitchell. So that's gonna be a interesting game though, because Mark Mitchell, Jay Lucas probably recruited Mark Mitchell to Duke at probably one point. So like, I think Miami is gonna lose because I think they're gonna lose because like I said, I think Missouri got a guard. That boy can hoop. Light skinned cat. I don't really know his name. He like a ginger.
Yeah.
He can hoop.
Yeah.
He nasty. And you got Sean Phillips from Dayton, big Sean Phillips.
Yep.
So Missouri need a win though for their morale, though, for their culture. They got upsetted by Drake last year to Ben Sturts and Ben McCullum, I would say coach. So but yeah, give me Missouri in this game. I think they need this for their culture though, man. They got Jason Crow coming in. But yeah, they need this for sure. Midwest, man. Midwest, almost done. Midwest. Michigan. Howard.
I can't wait for this region. This region gonna be spicy. I'm sorry, Howard. Y'all have no chance.
Yeah, it's over, man. Sorry, HBCU. Sorry, HBCUs, man. Hey, man. Try again next year, man.
I just think, man, they don't got enough size, man. No one does against Michigan, but you know that guy. I forget what league Howard's in, but you know he plays big and he's 6'4" for them, man. What's he gonna do against Mara? What's he gonna go do against Yaxel, man? And I forgot to say his last name, TSCH, number 42 from Michigan. It's just
Cheddar.
Cheddar. It's gonna be an uphill battle for them boys, and they just don't got enough firepower. I don't think in the chamber to get it done. So Michigan big.
So Georgia versus St. Louis.
St. Louis. They had a little rough patch here at the end of the year. They lost some games. Remember, UD beat them pretty bad. That I called on the last pod, by the way, when we was talking about Anthony Grant. I said, we got to take Dayton. They're going to get it done because Grant knows he's coaching for a lot right now. And we'll see, we'll see how hot his really is. But they got it done again in the A-10 tournament, and he doubled down on it. But St. Louis, they started to play a little bit better. They started to have some rough patches at the end of the year. Again, like you said earlier, the 8-9 is just a rough spot to get in. So they were one of my sleeper picks. I think if they were a 10 or an 11 or anything that's not 8-9, they would have made it to the Sweet 16. But I got them losing in the next round. But they are going to beat Georgia, and they are going to go to round 32. Shout out Robbie Goggles, by the way.
Kareem. What they call him?
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah, Kareem. Yeah. Goggle boy, yeah. Give me St. Louis. Josh Sharks, hot topic. Look for a better job next season, maybe, or next 2 years. So yeah, give me St. Louis, man. They need this for their culture.
Yep.
Texas Tech versus my three-time, not two, not one, three-time MAC champions of the year, man. My Akron's is, man. You already know I'm going, man. Zip Nation, man. Shout out to Coach John Gross, man. Yeah, let's go, man. Zip Nation, man. Zip them up, man. Come on, guys. Zip that hoodie up, man.
I'm not fully over the Toledo loss yet. Unfortunately, just how they lost, I saw it coming. Unfortunately, and I'm not going to get into Toledo men's basketball in this pod because they're not in the tournament. What I will say, though, is I got Akron in the Sweet 16. I had them beating Miami of Ohio anyways in the MAC tournament to get the auto bid. They got experience. Coach is doing a phenomenal job over there, man. I got them in the Sweet 16. Like I said, I got them beating Hofstra in the next round to give you guys a little sneak peek of who I'm picking in that 4-13 matchup. And again, this was before the news of our boy, the point guard, getting arrested. Akron to the Sweet 16, man. Shout out to the 2-bid MAC. Miami of Ohio getting it done tonight too, man. But yeah, unfortunately, I'm picking the Zips. I'm picking the Zips, man.
Zip Nation, man. Hey, if you from Northeast Ohio, 330. 216
440.
Hey, 440. I'll be forgetting about the area code. Hey, man, come on, man. You need to tune in to watch this game, man. Come on, man. Zip Nation.
I think they're good. And I think they got a good draw. I mean, Texas Tech is still good even without Toppin. But I think they got a good draw. I think this is a good spot for them. Like I said, I got them in the Sweet 16. They playing great basketball in February, March. That's when you want to be playing your best ball. Coach knows what he's doing over there. I think they're gonna win 2 tournament games this year. I do.
And Coach got some NCAA tournament wins with OU. People forget he coached at OU. He beat Georgetown. Yeah, so he
Mm-hmm.
got some wins. Went to
You know
he
what he's
like
doing. He getting it
yeah,
done.
yeah.
I think they getting it done.
Crazy to say, man. And I'm gonna give a little. I think he the greatest coach in Akron, man. It's time to say it, man. Dan Brock was Dan Brock, but this guy right here, Gross, man, he cooking, man. So I'm gonna give it to JG, man, in this one, man. Not George, JG. Shout out to my boy George. It doesn't Akron's it.
Hey,
Hey,
yeah, I saw him in the MAC championship game when they played Toledo, man, and Toledo ended up popping them though. But he was a dog at safety there at Akron for sure. Shout out Jordan George.
yeah, shout out to my Akron's it, man. Hey, he out here in Columbus too, matter of fact. I'll be seeing him out here. Like, hey, shout out to the Akron Zips, man. We got this, man. Let's go. You wait, man. Let's go, man. Screw Toledo, screw King. Oh, you auto.
All right, we took it too far with the screw Toledo, man.
Hey,
We could have just said go Zips and let it go.
nah. Man. Three times. Bama. Forrest Hofstra, man. Shout out to Coach DePaula, my OG from Fordham University. Man, Fordham, man, I'm always gonna go with the Fordham man. Man, I got Hofstra in this game, man. Man,
I got Hofstra too, man. It's too many
man.
distractions going on in that
Yeah.
Alabama program, man. It's too much going on, but Hofstra is good. They are a good basketball team, and I think 13 might have been too low. They might have should have been at 11. Alabama got too many issues going on. They got too many distractions going on right now. I got Hofstra. I got 12 versus 13 in the round of 32. I got them playing Akron, and I got Akron in the Sweet 16. I like Hofstra. I like what they're doing. It's they getting it done. They just flat out getting it done. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but I think they're beating them, and that's what it's gonna be.
So. Virginia versus the Wright State Raiders, man. The city's finest, man. Who you going with the upset in this game, or what you go? Are you going with you going with the upset?
This is the lowest. This is the lowest seed I got winning in here.
Oh Lord.
And I'm gonna give a true analysis and not just to my boy coaches for Wright State. My true analysis on Virginia is they have a lot of flashes this year, similar to St. John's, where they go in these like really long, like half a half, 8, 9, 10 minutes scoring droughts, no field goals made. And in March, I know Virginia is really good defensively. I know they just scored 70 on Duke in the ACC championship game. But you got to remember, whoever plays Duke always gives Duke their best punch. They always going to play probably a little bit above of what they actually are. Wright State scored, I want to say 95 and 103 in their first two Horizon tournament games. And they had one of the gutsiest comeback wins against Detroit in the Horizon League championship game. Man, they got TJ Birch, newcomer of the year, defensive player of the year. In the MAC, in the Horizon, he's gonna make it tough on Virginia's guards. Big Mike down low for Wright State has been playing really well in the month of March, and they got great role players. Logan Woods, Michael Cooper, who was on a lot of people's list to transfer up and go high major, and I think he's still the leading scorer on their team. He comes off the bench now because he hurt his wrist and missed about 2 or 3 weeks or so. So, man, they deep. They got a really solid team. And you got to remember, they lost their best player. Brandon Noel is at Ohio State now, and he was 18-9 for them last year, man. Give me the Raiders. Give me the Raiders. Getting it done. A one-possession win down to the wire. They've been here before. I think they just going to figure out a way to get it done. Virginia's probably a little demoralized, thinking they was going to figure out a way to win the ACC tournament and get a 2 seed, but they did not. And I think Wright State can beat them. I really do.
I like that, man. But I just like Virginia. I feel like they ahead of schedule with Coach Odom. I'm a huge Coach Ryan Odom fan. When he was at UMBC, he was at Utah State, and he was at VCU. So the guy wins everywhere he goes. This is his dream job. So good season, Wright State. But I want to go with the Cavaliers. Like I said, Malik Thomas and the Euro guys. They got the size. Because like I said, Big Mike, he been hooping. But I think he's gonna kind of struggle with the size though. But we're gonna see though, man. Like I said, it's gonna be closer than what people think though. So it might be a double digit spread, it ain't gonna be double digit though. It's gonna be way closer though. And Michael Cooper can get off. If he get close, give me Wright State though for sure though, because like
They
Cooper,
got the guards to close it out, man.
yeah,
They got it. Birch and Cooper, man. The end of
yeah.
games, they got it. I'm telling you, they just got to keep it close. They need to be within 2 possessions at the under 4 timeout, and they gonna be right where they need to be, man. I'm telling you that Wright State team can get it done against these boys, especially if Virginia going one of them long scoring droughts. So give me the
Hey,
Raiders.
I got an update too as well, man. Coach Evan Braz just got the Belmont job. Yeah, so yeah, congrats to him, man.
Alum,
Dayton boy, yeah, Dayton.
Belmont alum, legend there,
Yep.
man. Greenview legend.
Oh damn, he did go there.
Yeah, a
Yeah,
bucket, all Ohio Red legend, man. Duke scored a ball effortlessly. He for sure that Belmont job. He's an alum there. That's a perfect job for him. I couldn't believe he even came to Duke this year. You know, he was the head coach in summer league for Utah.
right.
Jazz at one point in time. So he's obviously highly respected in the basketball world. So I was really surprised and happy that he came to Duke. So this is no surprise. Shout out to him.
Hey,
Appreciate the 1 year with Duke. Hopefully they send him off right this
that
year.
Duke stimulus package is real, man. You get it. Hey, you go to Duke, you can get you a job somewhere, NBA or coach. Though.
ASAP, like fast. But
Yeah,
1 year
yeah.
is crazy. But shout out to Evan Bradley.
Man, yeah, facts though. That's what's up though. I forgot he went to Belmont though, man. That's what's up though.
Yeah.
All right, Kentucky versus Santa Clara, man. You already know where I'm going with, man. Santa Clara for me, man. Shout out to
Yeah,
my boy Sassy.
man, Kentucky, I can't say that they stunk this year, but by Kentucky standards, they stunk this year. And Mark Pope better figure something out, or it's going to be people calling for his head ASAP. And
Hundred
this is
percent.
not a Mark Pope problem. This is a University of Kentucky problem, what I'm about to say. They thought that the UK basketball brand was bigger than Calipari. And what it turns out it was the other way around. Is Calipari was the brand. Darius
Right.
Acuff plays for Arkansas and Calipari. He doesn't play for UK, right? So I think they underestimated what Calipari really meant. And I know he had some struggles those last few years at UK. But I'm in the mind, right, when people always say you need to fire a coach, especially at a blue blood like Kentucky. You don't fire a coach unless you know there's an elite coach in the wings that's waiting that you can get. And while I think Mark Pope is a really good coach and he did a lot of great stuff at BYU, I don't think he was at that elite level yet to move into that Kentucky job. And I think that's why they're having the struggles that they got on top of NIL and everything else that's going on. So Kentucky, I think they're losing this game. I got Santa Clara as well. That's why I said I love this region. I got like 3 double-digit seeds in around the 32 in this region. So give me Santa Clara.
And remember, like I said, last episode we did, man. I was telling you about Santa Clara. They wasn't even on. They was on a bubble still. So like to get them a 10 seed, even though they went 0-3 versus Gonzaga, but shit, Gonzaga beat the shit out of Kentucky. Like that's how bad they beat them by like 40
Yeah, like
in
legit.
in a neutral game. So like I like Santa Clara. They got good size and they got guards and they can score the ball efficiently though too though. And they got guys like Alan Graves coming off the bench. He was the WCC Freshman of the Year. And you got Christian Hammond. He's an underrated player. They got Power Four conference players on a mid-major like team, quote unquote. But like Herb Sendek, Coach James Harden, Coach Jalen Williams, Coach what's the guy from the Warriors? Pazinski,
Yep.
Brandon Pazinski. All came J Dub. All came from that coach. So like I said, man, they got the coach. I feel like Herb gonna get his just doing this. I think they can get to a Sweet 16 type of team though, man. That's how much talent they got though for sure.
Ooh, that's a hefty thing. That's a hefty thing to say. Because who would they play in the next round? Iowa State? Yeah, so that's gonna be tough. I tell you what though, Kentucky's big man getting foul trouble. Like the only bright spot of that roster, Santa Clara is definitely winning that game. I'll tell you that for sure. So it's gonna be tough. I got Santa Clara in this game.
All right, man. Got your Dookie, man. Nolan Smith. Got the Tennessee State boys in the here you go with this shit.
Man,
He said,
look,
"This a Duke holiday."
shout out to Nolan Smith, man. He did a hell of a job there at Tennessee State, man. People don't realize he got that job in like July or August, right? Like the
Yes.
portal was picked through. Guys had their roster set, have been practicing with their teams all summer and all that stuff, man. So to be in this spot after doing that in year one is very, very promising for Tennessee State, assuming that they retain Nolan Smith after this year, man. However, it's coming to an end. I had some issues with Iowa State after watching them against Houston and them struggle to score the ball. And then after that game, man, they've been figuring out ways to just get it done. I like their guards a lot. I got them making a big, big run in March. Actually, I have them in the Final Four playing Arkansas. So I got Iowa State in this game. They're going to get it done.
So for sure, Iowa State, man, he was coach Austin Burger fan. He's a hell of a coach. I think he's one of the underrated coaches in America about the way he builds programs, man. He wins wherever he goes. And a lot of people talk about Shire, Golden, but he's just up there with them though, for real. What he's doing at Iowa State. And so man, shout out to Coach O, man. And it probably could be a good tournament run though this year. Hopefully, don't get upset though, because like I said, Nolan coming with the rings. He like, hey, this ain't no upset. Yeah, I've been here before. Yeah, champion.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna see, man. So last bracket, man. South region, man. First, we got the first 4 games still playing. Prairie M and Lehigh. I don't know who won this. I think Prairie M was winning.
They're up 11. They were just up 11. So we'll see. Doesn't matter. Florida's winning. So
yeah. Shout out to Todd Gower, man. Boogie Flan, Thomas Hall, Alex Garnett, Big Root. They got better as far as a team. What more deeper? I feel like though. So
we're gonna see if they can get that back to back. It's gonna be interesting, but I think they got a big run ahead of them. I think they going far again. So, but I think they're rolling in this first game for sure.
For sure. All right, Clemson versus Iowa, man. Who you got in that game?
This is another one that whatever I pick, I think I'm gonna be wrong. I'm gonna pick Iowa because they have the best player on the floor. Oh man. He's going to get drafted very high.
Dennis Sturts, yeah.
He's going, I've seen him as high as like 10th. So when I'm in down these games, I defer to who's the best player on the floor. It's him. I'm taking Iowa. Also, Clemson, they were okay to start in ACC play, and then they kind of faltered a little bit. And they're not playing well enough for me to pick them in a toss-up game. So give me the team with the best player on the floor. Give me Iowa.
All right. I'm gonna go with Iowa too, man. Ben starts. Ben McCollum, man. Hey, he got like 5 championships in D2, man. So I'm gonna go with the championship coach, man, right there with that, man. Like I said, he won every level he literally wants, and it's only year 1 in Iowa, and he's already back in the tournament though. So man, I'm gonna go with Ben McCollum, man. So man, we'll see with that. Vanderbilt at 5 versus 12 McNeese, man. Interesting game. American game.
I got McNeese.
Ooh.
I got McNeese in this game. I know this is going to be a very unpopular pick, especially after Vandy's SEC tournament run. But McNeese, they've been here before, man. They coach is, they're just a built-up program. And I think they're going to find a way to get it done. I don't know how they're going to do it, but I like McNeese in this game, and it has nothing to do with me thinking lowly of Vanderbilt because that SEC tournament run was pretty solid from them, and they played really well in SEC play, like a lot better than I would have ever imagined coming into the year. But give me McNeese, man. It's not March without a couple upsets and picking some unpopular picks. So I'm taking McNeese in the game.
Give me Vanderbilt, man. Tyler Tanner and Duke Miles, man, they about to go crazy out there, man. Y'all, you got me crazy, man. It's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be a high scoring game though. But like Tyler Tanner, he can get off, man. He's one of the most underrated guards in the nation. Like he's sophomore, he had a big, huge lead though. So give me Vanderbilt by a lot in that game.
By a lot. Ooh.
Yeah, give me by a lot. Yeah, I think Vanderbilt about to go for a deep run. Yeah, for sure. I'm messing with Vandy. I've been high on Vandy though. That coach underrated, Coach Mark Bolton from James Madison though. Yeah, I like because he got Vandy back, man. Yeah, AJ Hogarth, he brought him from the dead. AJ Hogarth, we thought he was gonna be dead. So yeah, give me that. Nebraska versus Troy.
Nebraska is going to break the curse, and they finally going to get an NCAA tournament win. I got Nebraska in this game. I know a lot of people are having them get upset in this game. I've seen it on way more brackets than I thought, man. But I love Hoiberg. I think he's a great coach. I love what
Yeah,
he's done here in Nebraska. They getting it done. They getting that first tournament win this year. They getting it
for
done.
sure. For sure. All right. Yeah, I'm going to Nebraska. Ring mask. And Sam Hoiberg, he's an underrated player, man.
I was about to
He needs
say,
his
and his
boy.
son out there
Yeah.
going
Yeah.
stupid, low key. I was about to
Yeah.
say
Sam
his son
Hoiberg.
out
Yeah,
there
he's
going
underrated.
crazy.
Hey, it ain't like I said, people, we know ball, but like a lot of people probably looking at that scoring like, nah, he makes some big plays out there. Like he gets some key shots, rebound, passing,
Yeah,
he do it all.
he's on that other half, right? You got the coach's son that's just on the team because it's coach's son, and then you got the other half where it's coach's son out there because he know what he's doing, and he's on that half.
Hey, he remind me of Aaron Craft a little bit.
A little
Not as
bit.
a defensively, just how he kind of impact the game.
I was gonna say Centerville Cups, Centerville
What
Gabe,
cup
right?
what cup should be.
Being a coach's son, I'm talking
Yeah.
strictly on that whole dynamic. Really good
Yup.
program, being coach's son, so having probably a much higher expectation within what you do and who you are in the program, and just impacting the game in a lot of ways. So
Yeah.
that's a great. I was thinking the exact same thing, like just a scrappy, do whatever it takes to win, make the
Yeah.
right play. And Pops is the coach, so I got to really do it so he don't be on my ass. That's the exact wavelength I was on too.
Like I said, man, that's what gay cup should be playing like, but that's a different story though, man. We'll
Man.
get
He got 2 years. He gonna figure it out, man. I'm not giving up on my boy, man. He from Dayton.
Hey man, I'm
I'm
hearing
not
you,
giving up
man.
on him.
Hey, I'm hearing you, man. I'm hey, like CB Charlie Villanova said, heard you, man, I heard you, man. All right, man, it's an upset, man. We going home early, man. No Caleb Wilson, man.
You know what? I didn't even want to. I have VCU in this game, and it wasn't even on no hate stuff. But without Caleb Wilson, man, this is
No chance.
it's tough. And even if you win, it's round of 32. I think you go home anyways, man. But
Yeah,
VCU is good. Like they are really good. They are really good in the A10 year in and year out. That's Dayton's kryptonite, as we all know. We just can't
hmm
figure it out whenever we see these guys, man. But they're a really good basketball team. They are going to beat North Carolina, especially without Caleb playing.
I'll say Coach.
I think more importantly, I think they're going to win because defensively, I think they're going to have a really good game plan without Wilson in the lineup. Because that team is they scrappy and they get after it on the defensive end. So give me VCU.
For sure, man. Hey, give me VCU, man. Shout out to Coach Phil Martelli, man. Got the coach from
Junior,
Bryant.
gotta
Junior.
make sure they know
Junior.
it's
My
Junior
bad.
out there.
Big Junior, big field now. He big field now is. So
He
you
might
know,
be.
back to back NCAA tournament appearances, different conferences. So man, shout out to Phil Jr., man. And you know, best of luck, man. Like I said, hey, the platform is there. Hey, he were gonna be in the hot seat, man. I'm sorry, bro. It's just
If he loses this, yes.
yeah. We'll see how this goes, man. Seth Trimble, we don't got no shot makers. Dixon, we ain't got no bucket getters, man. We got a lot of role guys, man.
Not
So
without Caleb, you don't. But
right.
it just unfortunately that's how it goes.
All right, next game. Illinois versus Penn. TJ
Well,
Power, man.
I was gonna
Bucket.
say I got Illinois, man, but TJ Power just went crazy to get them here, man. Like that was a special performance that he put on. Former Dookie, by the way. Wish they could have figured out a way to utilize him more. But I think Illinois is just gonna get it done. Man, that's a stout team that they got over there at Illinois. They had a really solid year this year in the Big Ten, obviously. Brad Underwood, man, he got them boys rolling. He got them doing what they need to do, and I think we're going to see them in the Sweet 16. So come on through, Illinois.
Give me Illinois, man. Shout out to Coach Fran McCaffrey, the former Iowa coach. We thought you was gonna be in the graveyard, but hey, you back jumping, man. So shout out to Penn. Great season, TJ Power. But it's coming to the season's coming to an end, man. So like I said, Illinois, them boys is loaded. Keaton Wagler, Stojakovic's son, Boswell, the Itch, we call it the Itch brothers, the Balkan brothers, got a lot of
They
Balkan
good,
kids over
man.
there.
That
Yeah,
Illinois team is solid, man. They, like I said, I got them in the Sweet 16, and I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised at all. If they somehow got to the Elite Eight, just because uh, they can score it. And I think that Kelvin Sampson's team struggled with that a little bit, but I ain't going to get too ahead of myself on the next ones.
For sure. St. Louis versus Texas A&M. I mean, oh, my bad. Hold on. My stuff is tweaking right now. St. Mary's.
I don't know if the audio cut
There,
out or not. Oh, there you go. I can hear you a little bit.
you're,
Yep.
I don't know. My stuff just went black. I don't know what happened.
I don't know either,
Oh,
but
okay, yeah. We're gonna have to edit that part out.
I
Yeah,
can
but
still hear you though. Oh man, this game been having me tough. It's been
I can
having
still
tough.
see you though. I don't know.
I I'm gonna take A&M. I thought St. Mary's was gonna win their conference tournament, and they highly disappointed me. And it's just really hard to tell out there in that conference because it's just them and Gonzaga. Traditionally, Santa Clara now is in that mix as well. I haven't seen enough out of St. Mary's to think that they can win this game. So I'm taking A&M.
Sorry, we had a little technical difficulties though. But St. Mary's versus Texas A&M. Give me Texas A&M in this game. I think St. Mary's is a bad matchup for them. Better athletes, and I just want to go with as far as Texas A&M in that aspect. So I like that game, Texas A&M for sure.
End of the pod.
All right, we back at it, man. Had a little technical difficulties, man, but we got St. Mary's versus Texas A&M, man. Who you got in this game, man? Give me Texas A&M though.
Yeah, I'm rocking with A&M, man. I think St. Mary's kind of disappointed me in the tournament. It's usually them and Gonzaga fighting it out, and then Santa Clara, made a little bit of noise out there this year, man. But I don't think they didn't do enough in the back half of the year for me to trust them in the tournament, right? Because the big thing with them and Gonzaga every year is they run through their conference and they get to the tournament, and it's just kind of like, well, we'll see what happens. Especially for
Yep,
St. Mary's, Gonzaga was just in the chip, less than 5 years ago, so they've kind of overcome that. But I'm taking A&M. They played, they're battle tested in a tough SEC conference. I think they're beating St. Mary's, getting it done.
for sure, man. Like I said, I done seen St. Mary's play a couple times this year. Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I think Coach Randy Bennett is one of the most overrated coaches. He wins a lot of games, but like, all right, he only got like what one Sweet 16 per parent, and that was like our freshman year, high school, maybe eighth grade, maybe. But like I said, I think like you said, they go to the tournament every year, and you like, all right,
Same story. It ain't no
yeah,
fireworks, no nothing. So I just,
yeah,
hey, fool me once, shame on me. I ain't gonna keep getting fooled again. I ain't gonna keep picking these guys to do anything. So give
totally
me a
agree.
now.
Like I said, and Santa Clara beat them twice in a year. So maybe they can Zaga win holds a lot of weight, but like I said, hey, I feel like they should have been the seventh seed.
Yeah, but I feel like they split or beat Gonzaga once every year, and
Yeah,
then
yeah,
that's their
yeah,
Super Bowl, right? It's still the same thing for them when the tournament comes around. So I got it in them.
for sure, for sure. All right, Houston, last game of the first round. Houston versus Idaho. Idaho ain't been in a tournament before we was even born though, man. But
Facts.
shout shout out to Biko Johnson, man. My God, Biko Johnson. He's the guard, senior guard at Idaho, average about 12 points a game. And Big Brody. So they got some good sides. This game's underrated though, man. Idaho got some talent though. So like don't don't think this is just like a cake. This is gonna be a interesting game because like Houston don't play the same defense what you accustomed to see them play as well though.
Yeah, no, they're not this year, but they got a lottery pick on their team, which is kind of uncharacteristic for Samson. I feel like, at least as of late, having a guy like with that level of talent, and he can score it. He can flat out score the ball, and they're going to win this game. I think they're going to win it comfortably, not crazy comfortably, but they're going to win it by a handful of possessions, man. Um, I'm taking Houston this game, but I actually have Houston losing in the Sweet 16 a little bit later on. I don't have them going back to the Final Four, but I think this is a game that Houston's going to win. Kelvin's going to have them ready to go. It's a heartbreaking, championship game lost, and I think he's going to have these boys ready to go here in the first round for sure.
Oh, definitely, man. Like I said, Houston, they got a chance to win the final, get out the regional final in Houston as well. So let's see if they can get it done, man. Like I said, they lost in a heartbreaker, man. Lost in it. And they gave your team a heartbreaker last year too, man.
Yep,
I thought
sure did.
they I was shocked. I was like, how the hell they beat
It
Duke? I'm
was
thinking like,
just it was just very uncharacteristic last
yeah,
9 minutes. I mean, the worst 9 minute stretch for Duke all year, but that's how the game goes sometimes. But I think I think that's why Shire scheduled the way he did, to have a whole bunch of these tough games to make them play in close games all year. And
yeah.
they've been answering the challenge, man. But um, you know, I forget who the 3 seed in Houston's region is. I want to say it's Iowa State, maybe. No, it's not Iowa State. Who's the three
Illinois.
seed in Houston's region? Yeah, um, I got I got Illinois in the 8. I think they're gonna. I think that's where Houston's run comes to an end. Um, but I do think that I think they're winning the first 2 games though. But um, like you said, their defense isn't what it is, and you got to be able to guard and march. And Illinois got a deep roster of guys that can play and that can score. And so I think that's where their downfall is going to be. But that's the balance, right? Is you want a prolific offensive guy, but now what's your defense going to look like when that's what you're known for? So um, give me Houston though, round one.
For sure, man. Like I said, appreciate you, man, taking the time. Sorry for the technical difficulties, man. But it's always a pleasure to have you on the show, giving your analysts and your game, man. So this is a good platform to, show your with how you see the game as well, though, man. And like I said, we gonna have you back on that was it Sweet 16?
Yep.
And I guess the yeah, before Sweet 16, Elite Eight, and before championship game. So like I said, man, we're gonna be covering it all live, man. And oh yeah, man, shout out to Trotwood, man. They play tomorrow in the
Sure do.
yeah, state final four, man. So
Playing
man, shout out to
Central
Coach Yates.
Catholic, man.
Oh Lord, yeah, yeah. Hopefully they get that win, man. Like I said, a lot of people got them winning Triple C to the championship game, but I got Trotwood upset, man. In the city,
Yeah,
man.
we
Let's
got
go.
room for the city boys, man. I'm rooting for
Yeah,
Trotwood for sure, man. But yeah,
yeah.
Central Catholic was most of
Pick,
the
yeah.
riders across Ohio for D3, man. But them Trotwood boys, they tough, man. Blanton got them going. He getting the most out of them boys. They got a good roster, and they definitely can win that game. And I need them to win that game. The city would love that, to see them get another championship, man. And they can put themselves in history, right? Because right now, in my opinion, right, just because he got it done, Amari got to be the best player, in tribal history. He brought the state title back when a lot of those guys before him didn't. So,
Yeah,
these
you on
these
stab
youngins,
too.
yes, and these youngins, they, you know, I know a lot of them probably look up to him. So they're gonna have to bring it home for the city of Trotwood. They're gonna have to get it done for him.
For sure, man. He a perfect guest to have on the pod too. Glad you remind me of that, man. Like I said, he was a bucket, man. And he
Yeah,
was
need to
kind of
tell him about that run.
yeah. And that transfer, he kind of went. He seen all the highs and lows
Yep,
of the portal too, though, man. So man, shout out to Davis, Yates, Blanton, all the other coaches on there. Man, get it done, man, for the city, man. 937,
they
man.
need it, and I'm
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
rooting for him for sure. I'm rooting for him for sure,
But
man. But
all right, brother, man. Take care, Jordan. Get your popcorn ready for this game at 20 minutes. SMU and Miami, Ohio.
oh
And
yeah, I'm about to sit down and get comfy for this, because
yeah,
I'm definitely rooting for Miami in this one, man. But uh, good luck to everybody's teams out there. Hope your brackets don't get busted too early.
for sure, man. Hey, March Madness is here, man.
It's
Like, share,
here.
subscribe. All right, yo. Like, share, subscribe. Tell your mama, your cousin, your auntie, your baby cousin, baby, everybody. Tell everybody. Like, share, subscribe, baby. Yeah.